Welcome back to the channel. My name is Patrick and in today's video I'm going to share with you a routine I do every weekend. Basically, I do my homework. In a second I'm going to show you what that looks like. In return, all I ask is you hit the like button or hit the subscribe button if you find information like this useful. Let's get busy.
Okay, so every weekend I do the same thing. I look at the trades that I took, I look at the trades that I missed, I look at my setups, what I should have done, and so on and so on and so on. And then essentially I grade my performance, how I did. Did I end the week well or not? So I'm going to show you it's like back testing really, but really based on actual trades and missed opportunities. So I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. So I'm going to go through my setups and I'm going to show you the trades that I should have taken and well, the trades I took, I probably posted it already. So this is more or less how I should have played the week. Yeah. So this is the week. So from this line here, this red line here to this red line there, just going to zoom in again. And I'm going to show you my thought process for each trade, why I would have taken them and how obviously they were all wins. I had a very good week. I'll tell you how I did at the end of the video. But okay, so let's go to Monday, start of the week. If you watched my video on Monday, you know already that I took this trade and you know how it played out. Last week I was really focused on risk management. So this trade here was my first trade of the week and it was based on this imbalance just to the left of it here. Yeah. So price has been trending down for a while and it created a new low based on this strong sellers up here. They created a new low. Price trended back up. End of the week, beginning of the week, it trended back up, tapped into this supply zone and created a breaker structure, and I scalped that move. I wanted to take this move originally down to this point here. So if you watch my previous videos, you know that. I wanted to take it down there, and you know the reason why I didn't. So I'm not gonna go through that again. So that ended up being just a scalp instead of the monstrous move that it was. I mean, reviewing this, I missed a big opportunity, but because my focus was on risk management and I ended the week really well based on that, I'm not too bothered about not too bothered about missing this move here. It ended up being like a 155 pip move. The good thing, it shows that I was in the right zone. I did read it right, but I didn't expect it to be a trend continuation using a Quasimodo reversal. What I was looking for was a counter trend reversal to take it up because on the daily we've been trending up, but recently we started trending down. So I'll talk about that in the end of the video. So this move here ended up being just a scalp, and I was more than happy with it at the time. So I'll just stay focused and keep it moving. So that's the first move there that I caught actually, and the second move would have been based off this imbalance. I caught this one as well. So this move here, these boxes represents the moves. Okay, so I draw out my entry. My entry would have been there based on this imbalance here, roughly about 50%. Price comes into here. It reacts straight away, but this is during low volume sessions, so there wasn't much of a reaction. Pulls down. My stop loss would have been just underneath here. So as you can see, I didn't get stopped out until I got my profit, my TP. TP is 10 pips. So this gave me 19 pips. So I actually did get this move, and that's my first two moves. This third move, I got this as well. So again, same thing. The price pulled down to this imbalance here. That's the imbalance I was looking for from this first move, by the way. So price pulled down to there. My entry, again, I released the video and you would have seen my entry was down here. And that gave us a straight instant reaction. I think it was, so first reaction gave us about 22 pips, I think it was. Then if I held it a lot longer, it would have given us 50 pips. But I'm only interested in 10 pips. I did take that a little bit longer. I think I took it 22 pips. It's in my history, but it's not what this video is about. So that's the three trades of the on the euro that was. Then there wasn't much going on because price was just trending down and there was no zones really for me to do a counter trend trade. and the price action on this day was a bit too scary for me to jump in. And I'll show you why. All of this equal highs. I don't jump in with zones based on equal highs. Okay, so we did have a push down that broke this last low, created a new low, but this was equal highs. I don't want to take a trade based on that. It did work. So in theory, that would have been that entry there and it would have worked, but I wouldn't have traded that. So I'm not counting that as a win or potential trade because I didn't trade it because of that reason. And in my review, weekly review, I'm not going to add that into something that I could have taken either because I wouldn't have. All right. So next one, this one's a lot cleaner. So this supply zone created a new low, price came up to it, entry based off that imbalance, 10 pips again. So that would have been my three or four trades on euro, and that would have been it for the rest of the week. There was another trade here on the New York session, but I don't really trade New York session, and I don't really want to trade or scalp twice a day. Just one scalp per day if it's available and done. Down here there wasn't much going on. Actually, there was another trade. Tell a lie. There was a trade based on a H1 imbalance, and I did catch it. So where is it? Let's just zoom out a little bit more. So this was based on this imbalance here that was created back in January. So that would have been the entry. Okay, that would have been the entry. Let's go over, and you can see how it played out. See, first touch here, reacted straight away. That's the move I did catch, and that's how I ended my week. So let's just box that up quickly. And that's it. So was it 10 pips? Of course it was. It was more than that. It was 15 pips. So that was the last trade I took in the week. I'm not even sure I took it on this. I may have taken it on GB. But okay, so for the week, trading euro, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 pip scalps. Very easy to read, very clean, 50 pips, putting the right amount of leverage on it. You know, if you put one standard lot, that's $500 in that week. And if you're trading with 5%ers, that's a decent return. I ended up making about 3% on the week. So I'm quite happy. I caught 1, 2, 3, 4 of the moves. I didn't catch this move, and the reason I didn't catch this move because I was in GB at that time, and I did catch a similar move on GB at that time. So quickly on GB, same things. I caught it near the end of the week, but this is the move I was talking about. I would have caught on GB based off this imbalance here. That was the reaction. Let me just box that up. That was the reaction there. You can see all of these reactions are straight away, it's instantaneous. I don't stick around in my trades. I don't wait around too long. Once it hits those imbalances, I expect price to react. And this is based off order flow. So remaining orders reacting to the zones when price comes back to fill it. Simple as, okay? There was another trade on GB, but I didn't take that, and it would have been a trade that I should have taken. So I think it was based on this imbalance here. Let's have a look. Yep. So based on this imbalance here, it would have been this move here. I boxed that up. So I think in total there was 7 moves, 7 scalps I could have taken. I did take most of them. I caught this one, and was it 4 on the euro? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 scalps in total out of the 7. So I didn't do too bad in terms of sticking to my strategy and so on. I was focused more on risk management. So I did take most of the trades with lower leverage, and I still made 3%. So I'm quite happy with that. And definitely moving forwards, I'm going to be focused on using less leverage per trade, because last week was completely stress-free. I took a lot of trades outside of my strategy, and I was able to hold the moves because I was using lower amounts of leverage. So definitely moving forward, that's what I'm going to do. So that's how the week ended up. I ended up on 3%. We are currently sitting in a interesting zone right now. I have taken some trades this morning, this Monday morning, and I am waiting for another trade to play out. But I'll show you where we are. So this is a bit of a forecast on what I'm trying to do this week. So price has pulled back down to this demand on the daily that created these highs. So if there's going to be a trend continuation for the euro to continue going bullish, it needs to happen here. If it doesn't, it gets underneath here, potentially it could push down to this imbalance here or further down, because these demands have been used, most of them. This hasn't, but this definitely hasn't. So maybe it wants to come and fill that, I don't know. So I'm looking here right now for reversal pattern, and it's actually playing out currently. So I placed a pending order, and I'm just waiting to be tagged in, and that will be my second trade for the or this week, because I've taken about 2 trades already, or 3 trades already. Third trade of the week. So this is what I saw. Price has been consolidating based on the previous week. It pulled down. This was meant to be a breakout. It wasn't. It stopped and U-turned straight away, quite aggressively, beating this last supply zone here. Hold on. Beating this last supply zone here. So it broke that supply zone here. So potentially it could go and beat this supply zone and more, because this could potentially be a reversal. So what I want now is price to pull back into this zone where it just beat that supply zone. Okay, so we know we're in the key area. We've got a key price here, and we've just broken a supply zone based on a fake breakout. So this to me looks like a Quasimodo reversal pattern. So if it is, I'm definitely jumping in. I've got my pending order set. Let me show you quickly. So I'm risking about, so that's my entry there. That would be 549, and my lows would be here. So I'm risking about 16 pips. I've only put a 2 standard lot, so it's not a lot. If I lose this trade, if it doesn't work out, I'm losing less than 0.5%. So I'm not too bothered about that. I've already made 0.5% this morning, scalping an imbalance that was just underneath here, just based on this trade here. So I caught that from down here. I'll show you quickly. You know, I don't like it when people just talk the talk, so I'm just going to actually show you that I did have an entry down there. As you can see, it's right on the wick. Should we go at M5 now? We're okay here. So as you can see, it's right on the wick here, and it ran up to 10 pips, and I was out. So I ran it down because I knew it was going down there. Took a quick profit there, then I ran it back up, and now it's looking potentially like it's a reversal. So I'm going to have a look, and I may take that again. If it doesn't work out, it's a break-even trade because I made money already today. So that's what I've been up to last week. That's what I'm up to today, and we're going to see how the week turns out based on this setup. If the setup goes where I want it to go, it's a really good start of the week. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up there. Hope you've enjoyed that. Hope you've found it useful to see how I review my weeks, and also seeing the trades you could have caught, and also just seeing generally my way of thinking on how I trade these markets. So I do focus on just 1 or 2 pairs, and that has helped me a lot. So that's a hint for you. If you are trying to trade supply and demand, focus on 1 or 2 pairs, so you know the behavior, and you know the zones where you need to keep an eye out for. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up there. Hope you've enjoyed this, and if you did, you know what to do. But until next time, this is Patrick signing out. Peace.